Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. So I just had a funny conversation with a broker. So it's a 2-club sale package I just found on Biz by Sell, so nothing too exclusive whatsoever. But fill out a form, and in the tell us about yourself section, name, phone number, email, and I have my canned response. Credit score, cash on hand, just a quick blurb about me, and fill it out. Just got a call from the broker. And it was kind of funny. One of the questions they kept asking me is like, where are these clubs? So I told him well, based on the listing, it's in this state, in this city. He's like, yeah, but where is the club? And told him verbatim, it's in this area. So oh, okay. Yep. So I started to wonder, is this broker okay? Are they awake? Are they trying to test my knowledge or, so it was just kind of weird. And so then it kept going. And then, on the listing, it said they had 31 or 30, it was 31 staff. And so early on, the owner was like, well, you live in a different state. How are you going to own the clubs? So I told him well, I work in IT and I've been doing consulting my whole career. I'm used to remote teams and running teams from afar with the physical check-in once or twice a month. It's pretty normal having daily stand-ups and then going and checking on my own dime for those club frequencies. So I'd be relying on the club manager or the personal training managers currently in place. And if I had to hire my own people, I'm comfortable with that too. And he responds back yeah, but who's going to run the clubs? So I responded back well, the staff in place. Out of the 31 people, I would work with who's already working there, or I would promote from within. It's yeah, but who's going to run the clubs? Do you have a warm body? And so right now it's okay, either this broker is not competent whatsoever, they don't remember their listing, or they're trying to pressure me to see if I'm going to cave on something. And so I just responded back. You said that you had 31 people on hand. I trust you. It sounds accurate. I'm guessing those are instructors. So probably 20 instructors. Most would say 25 instructors. That's 6 remaining staff. That's 2 trainers a club. That's 1 club manager. So I'd be relying on those people as my starting spots. If I have to hire someone, I'm okay with that. But the listing said you had people. Do you still have those people? Or are they going to leave with the owner? Should I be concerned here? It's oh, no. It's staff. They've got managers in place. I was just checking. That's all. So it's just really weird. This broker just is not confident or competent in what they're talking about. And then we got to financing. They wanted to know my lending situation, which if I can close on the deal, they don't need to know my financing arrangement. Rich parents, SBA loan, bank loan with a credit union, it's not really your business. If I'm going to be able to close, that's all you really need to know. So you can ask liquidity on hand or my whatever. It was just kind of weird. So I told him the cash I have on hand, my intended lending route. He said, oh, a franchisor has a net worth requirement. And then I referenced 2 other franchisors that I've been working with where based on my value proposition, they're waiving the net worth requirement because it's a transfer, not a startup. And he just kind of sounded skeptical, this is here on their website, they have a net worth requirement. So, and this part I'll just go through quick and then why it's relevant. I told them with clubs that are for sale, either that's because of a disgruntled franchisee or a struggling franchisee, or the club's about to go under and they're just trying to get whatever they can out of it. And no franchisor wants a current absentee owner that's not enjoying the business. They don't want a club that's going to fail, but if it's going to fail, it's going to fail anyways. And so usually franchisors are open to more flexible sale or transfer arrangements when a buyer has a strong credit score. Mine's 815. They have a high cash level for an equity injection. In my case, 20%, which is pretty good. Or they have industry experience, which I have as well. And so I say all of that because brokers are checking boxes. They're trying to screen out tire kickers or interested people. They're trying to make sure that you're serious, that you're able to close, that you want to close, you want to own, you have a game plan, you're not going to get dropped in financing. And their goal is to protect their buyers' time and make sure they get a commission in the end of it. So for what that means for you, the audience, don't be afraid to own your ground, know what you know, reference conversations you've had, and don't be a dick about it, but go ahead and be confident in what you can bring. And honestly, if the broker is going to just flatline you from being able to talk to the buyer, there's no way this club is going to work. If you have cash, credit, experience, and the ability to close a deal, and you can't even get to converse and talk with the seller, this club will sit for months, and they will eventually start to cave, or they'll just drop the broker and go with someone who's going to help them sell their clubs. So don't be afraid to hold your ground, and don't beg and growl, but offer what you can to the table and reference what you've known from other conversations too. Because at the end of the day, you're here to buy a business. They're here to sell a business. You might be the right pair for each other. You might not be. But sometimes sellers are just kicking the tires too, not just buyers. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY Due Diligence Program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.